Jacob, I know in your last couple of starts you were still kind of trying to find your feel, but what was the biggest difference that you felt today? What step did you think you took?
Just working in between, trying to stay closed longer. Looked at, stride was kind of open the past few starts. Shoulders are really level, kind of pulling to the first base side. So trying to, I don't really know how to describe it. I try to ride the slope down and stay closed as long as I can, and then throw the ball and not fly open. So worked on that in between this week. Seemed to take a step forward, but there's still some work to do.
I think my mind wants to believe this. Tell me if it's true or not. After you got the ball up to Edmund and he hits the home run, just kind of imagine that you said, look, this is enough. I'm not going to go through this. And you just willed the ball down. Did you feel a little bit like that?
I pitch at my best when I'm down. That's what I've struggled with so far this year. And that was a mistake up. And I was like, hey, that ball went over the fence. I'm like, all right, let's go. Lock this in, get it down. Going in, it's probably going to be a low-scoring game. Yamamoto's throwing the ball really well. And I was like, hey, that's all they get. And tried to refocus and put up zeros and give us a chance.
How much of a step of progress do you feel like this was? Because, the numbers look tremendous, but do you?
Yeah, it's definitely a big step. It kind of was in and out of the mechanics a little bit. There were times it was good. Some of those 3-ball counts I noticed I was getting a little rotational again. So it was, hey, take my time. You got to make pitches then. And, I was able to get back in a lot of those 3-ball counts and get outs.
Hey, the last thing, there was a little bit of a tick-up velocity-wise tonight. I know you were trying to pitch smarter and not necessarily stronger this year, but did you want to see a little bit of a spike? Did you need to see that for you?
No, I didn't need to see it. It's based on, when I stay closed longer, it just comes out better. So when I'm flying open, that's when it's like, hey, you gotta be smart. If I stay closed, it's smoother. It feels like less effort, and the ball comes out better. So, like I said, there's still more work to do in between to really lock it in.
This is a very Evan question, but how close do you feel to where you are when you are at your best? If you had to,
I would say I'm close. I'm constantly trying to perfect it. This game is a game of adjustments. Hitters make adjustments to you, and you got to keep making adjustments. So the main thing is to be able to lock in my mechanics, and then that's when the location really starts. I'm able to hit the spot more than not, which tonight was a step in the right direction. Yep, thank you.